This blue, brown, green globe, in the Goldilocks zone. Some call it Earth, but I call it home. It was here before all of us, and will be here after all of us. We cannot take any of it when we leave, so we should all share it equally without greed. None of us own it, so why some people have to pay for it? Let us reason. Hello everyone, welcome back to Let Us Reason podcast with your host Jawara, where we talk about life, we talk about anything, and give everyone a fair chance to express their opinions without being vulgar, disrespectful, or hostile. You know, I am you, you are me. I am not better than you, you are not better than me. We are all here on this earthly journey, which is called life, experiencing the same things together, you know. So it's just up to us now to see each other in that way. Let us see each other as our own self, you know, by being there for each other and sharing with each other. You know, I'm inviting you all to be a part of this discussion today by sharing your opinions in the comment area. Okay, I really want to hear from you guys. You know, the topic for today is free up the land. Free up the land. And what inspired this topic today is some events that have been taking place in Jamaica recently where land ownership is concerned. You know, and it's not like the first time these stuff have been happening, but these recent events have touched a lot of people across the globe. You know, to see people treated in the way they are being treated, you know. So that's what inspired the topic today. You know, history is there as a witness that most wars that have been fought and that is still fighting now is over land and territory. That's a fact. History is there as a witness that most wars that have been fought and is fighting now is over land and territory. For the resource and those land, they are fighting for those land to get the resource and fighting to control certain territories. And that is the truth. History is there to witness all of that. So it's always been like this from ever since we human beings set foot on this planet. It's always been like this. We always have to fight over land and territory. And the crazy thing about it, none of us, not a single man that set foot on this planet, bring land and territory with them. All of us came in this world naked, with nothing. And it's the same, when we leave in with nothing. All of us came here and saw the land. What kind of system was put in place to give all of those land to people legally who was here first, so that they could scrape up a whole lot of land and territory for themselves, and then the next man don't have somewhere to build even a full cube? All of us are squatters. That's the derogatory terms that is used to describe people who are not so-called landowner. Squatters. If they are squatters, I am squatters, you are squatters. I am you, you are me. The whole entire world belongs to all of us, because all of us came here and see it as it is. The whole entire world belongs to all of us. I believe it's a human right. It should be a human right that every man that set foot on this planet have the right to a piece of land freely, without have to pay tax for it. No land tax. A man should get a piece of land, even a square of land, to build a house, somewhere to live. Even 2 or 3 square where he can plant a little farm or raise animals. Every man should have a right to a piece of land, because it is said that Earth's surface is called about 15% of it is modified by human being. Earth's surface, I'm not talking the ocean. I'm talking the surface part, which is Earth, which is dry land. They said is about 15% of it is modified by human being. So a whole lot of uninhabited land that have no agriculture, land that they are not mining, a whole lot of it is still on Earth here, but yet still it owned by people who come before, and they didn't buy it, and most of it wasn't given to them. They take it by force, take it away from other people that was inhabiting it, and from other people who would share freely with them. They don't want to share it. They rather to have all of it and then sell it back to those same people that they take it away from. Isn't that messed up? So most of Earth's surface is uninhabited. Most of it. I remember taking a flight from Seattle, a 4.5 hour flight from Seattle to Texas. And it so happened that I got a window seat. And the entire 4.5 flight from Seattle to Texas is pure empty land, uninhabited and unfarmed land. I was looking down on the land, flying over for 4.5 hours, and you know how fast an aeroplane is. And to be flying over a stretch of land for 4.5 hours, I didn't see the ocean, none at all, just pure land, no farm, no house. And I can bet most of that land is just owned by a handful of people. And yet still a lot of people don't have nowhere to live. It shouldn't be like that. It should never be like that. I think every country need to amend their constitution, amend their laws. Right in the constitution, every man have a right to a piece of land freely, have a right to somewhere to live freely. Yes, I think everyone should amend their constitution, every country in the world, including Jamaica, to amend their constitution and give every man the right to a piece of land, that no man shouldn't be wondering where they're going to live, where they're going to build a house, where they're going to build a fowl cub. No one should be called squatters. If one person is squatters, everybody is squatters, because all of us came here and see the world as it is. And when our species is gone, the world is still going to remain as it is. So no one should be called squatters. Provision should be made for people that they can own a piece of land. I'm calling on all world leaders and government. It's not hard. I know there's a whole lot of land in Jamaica that no one is farming. It's not inhabited. A whole lot of land. Right across the globe it's like that. Most of the world land surface, most of it, is not inhabited by human beings. So I strongly believe everyone can have a little square where they can build something that they can call home. If people are living on land, so-called land, illegally, according to the government, and these people are classified as squatters, and they need these people to move off the land because they are on it illegally, where is our humanity? Make other options available for these people before you go and bulldoze down their house without making provision. Create another option where these people can live and be happy before you take them off the land that you said they are on illegal. make other option for those people. As I said before, nobody is squatters. All of us are squatters if we're going to look at another person as being a squatter. Because all of us come in here empty-handed. All of us come and see the earth as it is. We just need to share. We just need to share the resource that the earth have. But a handful of people want all the earth natural resource for themselves and want all the planet for themselves. And then everybody else get a little crumbs. Meanwhile, a handful of people have all of it packed up one place. Peter Tosh did a song. It's called Equal Rights and Justice, which said, everyone is crying out for peace, but none is crying out for justice. I don't want no peace. In the song he said, I need equal rights and justice. Without equal rights and justice, you will never have peace. Never. Without equal rights and justice, you will never have peace. And what is so hard to have equal rights and justice? The same right to live another person have, the other person should have. Everybody should have the same equal rights to live on this planet. It don't belong to no one man. It belongs to all of us. So I'm calling on all world leaders, presidents, prime ministers, whoever you are in a position of power and authority. Fix this. It can be fixed. Let every man have the right to live free on planet Earth here. A system, I know of a fact that a system have to be put in place to keep everything in order. Because we as a species, we cannot behave ourselves. Not all of us can behave orderly. So a system of rules and laws have to put in place to keep us in order. So all those out there who's keeping rules and laws, put it in the law where every man have equal right to live on planet Earth here freely without paying tax. So I embrace, I uphold the law. As long as the law is just, as long as the law is there to represent everyone so that everyone can feel that they are being treated justly, I embrace and uphold the law in that fashion. Because it's true, we cannot have a lawless society because we cannot behave ourselves as a species. We, the human species, we cannot behave ourselves. So there are a system of rules, laws and regulations have to be put in place to keep us balanced. Because if not that, we run over each other. So let's try to reach to that higher level of consciousness. I believe that can be the foundation for fixing all the problems. You know, the foundation to fix society, to make society work for everyone. A higher level of consciousness begins with me seeing you as me and you seeing me as you. It starts with that. And when it starts with that, then the greatest virtue of all will have soil to grow in. I'm talking love, which is the greatest virtue of all. When I start to see you as me and you see me as you, then we give love the soil to grow. And when love grows, every problem can be solved, man. I strongly believe that. Yeah, so I'm calling on all our leaders. Just look back in your constitution and make that change where everybody can be treated justly, where every man can live freely on a piece of land without paying for it or paying tax. Because we have more than enough land space on earth where a man can live free. Alright? Anyway, thanks again to everyone for listening to and watching another episode of the Let Us Reason podcast. Please remember to love life, live free, live your own truth. Don't take a bit of this moment for granted. Alright? And let's continue to practice patience, because you'll be surprised to see how far a little patience can take you. Stay safe. Alright? Let us love each other continually. It's not hard. It just take practice. Alright? Bless up. Later.